So now I'm ready to go on the hike. I hope you're ready to go with me. Okay. But before we go, we need to talk about some safety while we're out on the trail. And one of the safety things that we need to talk about is the buddy system. Now, I don't know if you've heard of the buddy system or not, but the buddy system is something that we practice in scouting. And that is that we never go out and we never go off by ourselves. We always take a buddy with us. Okay. And so when you get ready to go out with your tiger group, with your adult partner, maybe your adult partner will be your buddy. Maybe you'd want to buddy up with one of the other lion scouts in your den while you're on your outing. But the thing with a buddy is you never leave your buddy and your buddy never leaves you. And that way, each one of you knows where the other one is. And that way, hopefully, you won't get lost and separated from the group. Now, second safety thing, uh, if you do happen to get separated from the group, there's an important thing that you need to remember, and that'll help you while you may be separated from the group. Okay, and that's the word saw, SAW. Okay, the S means to stay. Just stop where you are. And the best thing to do is to find a tree to be with and just sit next to that tree and just stay there, because it's a lot easier for you to be found if you're not walking around through the woods. But if you stay in one spot, then people that are looking for you, it'll be a whole lot easier for them to find you. The second part of saw is the A, and that is to answer. So if you hear someone call your name, Carl, Tommy, whoever it is that's lost, if you hear your name being called, the best thing for you to do is answer and say, here I am, here I am. And that way they may be able to find you, which brings us to the W and brings us back to whistle. Okay, so we're going to stay in one place. If somebody calls us, we're going to answer. But a lot of times, if we're just yelling and we're out in the woods and separated from everybody, we may start to lose our voice. Yeah, we may shout and can't be heard, and we lose our voice. But that's why the whistle is important, because we don't have to have a lot of voice. We don't have to talk real loud. We don't have to shout. We can blow our whistle, and people can hear our whistle a great distance. And so the whistle can help us be found while we're out on our hike and separated from our group. Okay, so I'm going to put my whistle right around my neck so I know exactly where my whistle is and I can get to it. Okay, now I don't want to blow it. I don't want to blow my whistle unless I actually need to. Okay, and if you blow it real hard and it blows real loud and you blow that next to your buddy may not appreciate it. Okay, so don't blow your whistle unless you really need to blow your whistle. The fourth item that we want to talk about uh, in terms of a mountain lion requirement is to show respect for nature and the animals that we might encounter while we're out. Okay. And so we need to remember that when we're out in the forest, if we're out in the woods and we're hiking in the woods, or we're hiking along the shore of a lake, that's an animal's home, and we're the ones that are the visitors. Okay, so we need to respect their home. If we see tracks on the ground, we can look at those, but we don't want to try to do anything to disturb the animals or the other critters that might be around. We want to be able to look at them, and we want others to be able to see them as well. Okay, so sticks stay on the ground, the rocks stay on the ground with the sticks. All right, we don't pick things up and take them with us. If we find something interesting, like a flower or a particular leaf that we find very interesting, we don't want to go pick that or pull that plant up from the ground. We want to leave that where it is, because if we found it interesting, somebody else in our group, maybe somebody in another group that's coming along behind us, will find that an interesting thing to look at as well. So we want to look. We can look at things. We can kind of get real close and look at them. In fact, we might even have a magnifying glass with us. That might be another thing we could take on a hike with us, is a magnifying glass, so that we can get real close and look at things, but we don't want to touch them. We want to leave them where they are so that other people have the chance to enjoy them as well. Okay? All right. Well, Lions, I want to thank you for your attention while we talked about getting ready to go outdoors and some of the safety rules we need to follow when we go out. And adult partners, I hope you'll be arranging for an outing with your group soon, so that they've got an opportunity to enjoy the outdoors, because that's what our scouting program is all about. Enjoying nature, enjoying the outdoors around us. All right? So until next time, we'll see you. And remember, it's great to be alive and scouting. See ya.